So you're thinking about moving to Allen, Texas, one of the most underrated places in all of North Dallas. I absolutely love Allen, and I don't understand why more people don't reach out about Allen, Texas. It is absolutely incredible and even better than a lot of these other places that people call and ask about all the time. So if you haven't looked into Allen a little bit further, you're going to want to make sure to stick around for this video because I'm going to cover the pros and the cons, the good and the bad of living in Allen, Texas. And you're going to want to stick around because we're getting after it right now. Subscribe below, tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the current real estate market here in North Dallas, or like today, Allen, Texas. My name is Preston Gale, your local real estate agent. I get calls, texts, and emails from people just like you every single day looking to make a move to North Dallas, and I absolutely love it. Whether you're looking to move tomorrow or a year from now, please give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email, and I'd love to help you and your family make a smooth move to Dallas. So let's go ahead and jump into the first pro of the day, and that is going to be shopping, dining, and entertainment. So for the size that Allen, Texas is, it's incredible how much there is to do there. Some of the popular places are Fairview Town Center and Waters Creek, Villages at Allen. I mean, you name it, and Allen, Texas is going to have it right in your backyard. So if you want to live in a central location where everything is at, there's really not much better places than Allen, Texas. So you're going to have an unreal amount of shopping and dining experiences in Allen. They've also got the Allen Events Center, and they have the brand new Hub 121 right there on the north side of Allen, Texas, right off of Highway 121. That place is going to have over a dozen restaurants and an amphitheater. You're going to be able to watch all kinds of sports games. Your kids can run around on the turf field and wear themselves out. They've got dessert options, bars, you name it, they got it. So besides that, when we talked about Waters Creek, one of the things I didn't even mention was the outlet mall in Allen. So the outlet mall in Allen is absolutely massive. I know I'm kind of going all over the place, but there's so much to cover as far as shopping, dining, entertainment options. So if you're one of those people that likes to have all that right in your backyard, Allen is a great option. So it's still a family-friendly place, but you're going to have all types of entertainment, dining, and shopping options. So it's actually a great place for families as well as those that are single and younger. You're going to have options of all types for any type of age group. The next pro on our list, of course, is going to be the A+ rated school district of Allen, Texas. So you've probably heard about Allen High School. Allen High School is massive. It almost feels like a college setting. They have a lot of extracurricular activities. They have courses and things to prepare your kids for college. It's more set up as a college atmosphere. They have a freshman-only school as well because it is such a big high school. So they keep all their students go to one school, and the population in Allen is 110,000 people. So as you can imagine, 21,000 students in total. It's a big high school. These are some big schools. So, but they keep the standards very high. There's test scores, SAT scores on average are 176 points higher. They're going to have just a whole lot more to offer for your students with the types of resources and things that they have at these larger schools. They also have, of course, if you haven't heard, the $60+ million football stadium. I know that's kind of become the norm here lately, but Allen was one of the first ones to do it. I believe they started building that in 2012, finished in 2013. And so it was like the mecca of football, and everybody wanted to go see that place when it first came out because they were the ones that started this whole mega football stadium thing. And I know some of you are like, man, you may not be football fans and you may think it's crazy, but that's just how it is down here. We use those stadiums for lots of other things besides football. So don't worry if your kid is not in that type of sport or soccer. You're going to be able to use it in other resources. They also are finalists in many other extracurricular activities, UIL, spelling bees, you name it. They're just stellar in all kinds of sports and all kinds of activities. So if you're worried about your kid being ready for college and you want them to get a great education, Allen, Texas may be a perfect option for you. So the next pro on our list is going to be recreational activities. Now, I know we're talking Texas here. So if you're far north, Montana, California, Colorado, it's not going to be like that. But we do have extracurricular activities. They have a wakeboard park here. They have a skate park here. They've got 70 plus miles of hike and bike trails in over 60 different parks. Regular types of parks and parks for sports and things like that. So, if you like the outdoors, like the shopping, like everything in between, Allen's going to have it. So you're going to have, like I said, this place isn't a massive area, and they packed a lot in there as far as the shopping and parks go. So you're going to get the best of both worlds in Allen, Texas. And, if you're feeling like one day, feeling like going to shopping, dining, being around, surrounded by tons of people, and you feel like getting out in nature, you can do that as well. Now, the last pro I'm going to be talking about today in this video is going to be affordable housing. Now, some of you may live there and think, what the heck are you talking about? Well, yes, prices have gone up quite a bit, but I'm comparing this to the country and places that it's surrounded by. So the median sales price as of early 2023, we're here actually in the spring of 2023 as of the making of this video, was $477,000. Now hear me out. The median sales price of its neighbor just across the way in Frisco, Texas was $700,000. Yes, you heard me right. So 477, 700K. So when people call me about Frisco and they have a lower budget, this is one of the places I try to help them understand that it compares very well to Frisco, and you're going to get much more house depending on where it's located. Now, if you compare Allen, Texas to Prosper, the median sales price in the spring of 2023 in Prosper was $800,000. So almost double what you're seeing in Allen. Now, I know this can change because this is on a month-to-month basis that I looked up this relative information as of right now. But overall, those places are more expensive. Even McKinney came in about $40,000, $50,000 higher overall than Allen, Texas. So if you're looking for a more affordable option for you and your family in a prime location, could be a great fit for you. Now, this is pros and cons, so we got to jump into a few negatives here. So the first negative I'm going to say, or con, is going to be the commute time if you're working in Dallas. So I actually just looked this up for you. During rush hour, there's all kind, 5 o'clock traffic is the worst time of day to leave if you're commuting from Dallas. Or if you're going to work. And I just looked at it was like 58 minutes to get to Dallas. Now, if you look at the map, you're like, man, Allen is not that far north compared to these other big and growing cities. Well, I'm looking at it at the worst time of day. So if you were going on a Saturday morning to Dallas, you're going to be there in 30 minutes. So no issues. But if you're somebody who's going to commute on a regular basis, Monday through Friday to Dallas, Texas, you're probably not going to like that trip too much. Now, if you're coming from a bigger city, Chicago, New York, California, you may laugh at that type of traffic, and getting to work in an hour is no big deal. But I wanted to share with you the worst time of day traffic from Allen. Now, overall, Allen is still a prime location. I'm saying that because you've got Highway 121 and 75, which are the two main highways, and you're surrounded by absolutely everything. So there's a good chance if you move to Allen, Texas, you don't even work in Dallas. You probably could be working in the Plano area and other places that have tons of jobs for people. So we have lots of people that relocate here, and the majority of them actually don't live in Dallas or work in Dallas. I mean, they work in some of these farther northern cities like Frisco and Plano. The next con on our list is gonna be that there's not a whole lot of new construction out there in Allen, Texas. So Allen is basically built out. It's had an insane amount of growth over the years, and there's not a lot of room to grow. Now there's some commercial developments and high-rise type apartment complexes and things like that on the higher end that are going to be really, really cool coming soon to Allen, Texas. But as far as single family homes go, if you're wanting new construction, there's not a lot out there. I'm seeing more townhomes or some higher end homes in the few spots left where Allen has new construction availability. So if you're okay with a townhome or spending a whole lot of money for a new construction property to be in an amazing neighborhood in a prime location, there are some options, but the majority of the homes in Allen are going to be a little bit older. Now, they're going to be newer than a lot of what you see in Plano, but overall, there's just not a lot of opportunities. So if you're looking for those large master planned communities with all the glitz and glam that these far north neighboring areas have, Allen's not going to have a lot of those options for you. The next con on our list is going to be public transportation. Now, if you know anything about far north Dallas, you know that public transportation is basically non-existent anyways, so Allen is no exception. There's not a lot going on as far as that goes. So if you are somebody moving here from out of state, you've never been to these areas, you're gonna need a car. If you're married or if you're boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever, you're both gonna need a car. It's gonna be a pain to Uber everywhere and get expensive fast. So I would just recommend getting a car. The public transportation doesn't really start until you get to Plano for the most part. Plano is adding some additional areas, which is great for the DART line and all that. But if you're in Allen, you're not going to have a lot of options. You're going to want to have a car to get everywhere. So most of you may have known this, but it's just throwing that out there. The last con of the day is going to be basically one of the pros that I said, which was the schools. So the schools in Allen, like I said, this is 21,000 students, not a ton of schools, especially the high school, and it can be overwhelming for some students. And also, if you have a kid that's in extracurricular activities, the band, the football, soccer, you name it, there's going to be a lot more competition for them in order to make a team. So if you want to make sure they get playing time, you want to make sure they get that personal attention. You don't want them to be overwhelmed by the college experience right away. I know some kids develop later than others, and the high school setting is it's overwhelming whether you're at a small or a big school. So if you throw them right into a college atmosphere like Allen is, it may be a little too much for them. So even though it's a highly rated school, a great school system, and overall, that is just something that I would throw out there with how their school system is set up. It can be just a little too much. So I hope you got some value from this video today in Allen, Texas. There's so much to share about Allen, and if you want to know more details about Allen or any of the other surrounding DFW areas, I'd love to hop on a Zoom call or a phone call with you and chat about your different options, home options, or anything that I can help you with to learn about the area. So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, and please give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email, and I'd love to help you and your family make a smooth move to Dallas. Hope to see you around town.